Welcome, everybody, to Is This Thing On? It is, in fact, on the last episode of the year, the last episode of the season, in fact. We're going to do a second season with some best ofs. Sadly, I know you won't be on it because you will not be here. I'm joined by Mark Hurtado and Connor Carter, two local humans. You are local humans. Houston comics. We're not joined by Keisha Hunt, who is not here. The ghost of Keisha Hunt will be playing Keisha Hunt. She's going to lose every round. I don't know. We'll get to know you guys better in a minute. We are tiptoeing our way into 2022. The new year is just around the corner. I don't know if you guys have big plans. I'm going to be in Colorado Springs with Sam Damaris. A good show. I'm looking forward to it, but everybody's trying to figure out what this next year is going to bring. We know what this year brought. We know what the one before brought. Has not been the kindest of gifts from Father New Year. So as we get into 2022, I want to know what you guys think is going to happen. I want to hear your movie trailer for the movie 2022. And I'm going to start with you, Mark.
Well, shit.
I know. A surprise. I like to look right at the person I'm not going to pick and then
saw that.
switch over. I'm going to raise a glass and toast you. It's good to have you here on the show.
Yeah.
Cheers.
You too. Well, I think I actually misunderstood the assignment a bit. I actually wrote a trailer about like a guy who just got drunk and ordered like way too many 22-inch rims. And he had 20 of them, which is just like way too much. And it's just like a lot to deal with. You know what I mean? It's like,
that's 5 cars.
Yeah, it's not even mathematically like good enough unless you have like a motorcycle or something like that. You know.
It's 5.5 cars. Yeah, you're right.
I guess like a Mini Cooper counts as like half a car.
Yeah. What if you put what if you put one of those like the things the stuntmen drive? You know, that shoots the log and goes.
That's missing.
And then you don't need the other 2.
Yeah, you could sell it to them because I'm sure they're all about them 22s.
Absolutely, you got to wreck that car in style, baby. That's.
It's easy just to like riff a trailer for 2022 because it's just like what can get worse, you know what I mean? We're like where's the bar set?
Where is it? What is the we went through Murder Hornets and I mean there was some extravagant steps along the last few years.
It was a 1-2 combo. It just kept going and going.
How do you get bigger than that? It's the
so like
exploding rhinos. What's just.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's like a guy waking up, like, fades from black. He gets up and he, like, turns on the news and it's like, blowjob's illegal unless vaccinated or something. Like, it's like 2022. You could just take the trailer to 2012 and just, like, cross out the 1 or whatever and add a 2. You know what I mean?
Just fix the math real quick. It is it's a little underrepresentative of how destructive this year will probably be, but like, 2012 might work.
Y'all seen the news?
It's terrible. Who stars?
Who's not canceled?
I know that's the tough question. Let's give it to Gina Carano and then kill her. There you go. Everyone's happy. We've solved both problems. Yeah. Mark Hurtado on 2022. Connor, are you ready?
Yeah, I wrote a trailer. I think it's just going to be absurd. Nothing's going to be surprising, but it's going to be weird, I think. So I wrote, in an odd and absurd world, blizzards in Hawaii.
Ooh.
My grandpa's younger than the president. OJ's free. Things are heating up. I ain't talking about global warming. Who will Pete Davidson date next? Will we have a new nut milk? Will Elon Musk identify...
Sorry, we're going to pause and enjoy nut milk for a minute. Can we? Everybody savor in the nut milk? We're let that marinate.
I heard that.
I know. We have a new nut milk. That's a good sentence.
If you squeeze anything hard enough, liquid will come out of it.
Eventually. Baby milk. What else is in 2022?
Will Elon Musk identify as a cryptocurrency? All of this and more in 2022. The variant. It's going to be called the variant.
Everything has a subtitle.
Yeah.
Up next, Elon Musk milk. I don't. If you squeeze him hard enough,
you'd drink it. It's probably better for the environment.
Would you not?
Yeah.
Tell me you wouldn't drink Elon Musk milk. You wouldn't drink.
I want that like that good autism. You know
Make you name your kid an equation. Let's get to know you guys. 2 new faces to the show. Mark, have you done the Whiskey Brothers podcast? You've been on with us. No?
So I've done the spoiler.
You've done Spoiler Room with us.
Yeah.
Okay. Jerry, will you bring him up just a little bit? He's on green.
Oh,
it's good to have you then finally. That's absolutely ridiculous. We've known each other for well over a decade, I think. Let them know who you are. Let's get to know you.
Hey, what's up? I have COVID-19 19. Is it
that's you checked it at the door.
Oh, okay, cool. No, hey, I'm a working comic and writer in LA. Sold some shows, done some pilots. I'm also technically like a commercial actor. Oh, I just do Hollywood shit.
Yeah, Hollywood shit.
Yeah.
The chicken wing man.
Yeah.
Have you got? Has that ended?
Oh yeah. So I've done 12 commercials. That was the only one that was a national.
That's the one, but that's the one everybody recognizes.
That was during the MLB playoffs. So that's why. But I would do like 2 or 3 a year on average. They just weren't. They're either regional or just you weren't watching the shit that it would want to air on. You weren't watching that soap opera or something like that.
Does it frustrate you to be known as the guy from like a specific commercial where you're like, I do cooler shit?
I feel like people could be dicks about it, but it's been okay. They'll be like, the chicken wing guy. And I'm like, man, I do like chicken wings. It doesn't like hurt my character.
And they paid you.
Yeah, paid me a lot. Yeah.
So there's that. Mark, it's good to have you back in Houston for the holidays.
Sir.
Cheers.
Thank
Connor,
you.
introduce yourself.
Hello, Sharks. I'm
He knows where he is.
I'm Connor Carter. I've been doing comedy exactly 9 months today.
It's fucking awesome.
Nice. I guess that I wrote some thing. My middle name's Rochelle.
With or without an apostrophe?
Without.
Without.
I realized I was spelling it wrong for a while. It's Roshel, not shell like a seashell.
It's very hot.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah, Rochelle.
It's like modernized.
It's like a black woman's name.
Black woman, yeah.
Yeah.
You're nailing it.
Yeah. My brother's middle name's Nick. So I'm like, why did I get Rochelle?
Is he older or younger?
He's older.
Ah. Why did you get Rochelle?
It was my grandma's maiden name. That doesn't mean I have to.
Can I see a picture of your grandma?
That's
Is that okay?
Off fair.
Yeah. Oh, don't make it creepy, Mark.
Rochelle.
Hey,
Rochelle.
It sounds hot. That's why
Mark.
You want to see it.
Yeah.
We
matched on
It's very, very creepy.
Yeah. Otherwise, that's about it. I'm half Chinese. I'm half white. I'm mixed. You're in commercials and stuff. That sounds cool. I'm just a new comic.
Nice.
I like writing
See,
jokes.
both ends of the spectrum. If you guys had to do a round of you look like, how would you describe yourself? And I'll go to you first, Connor. I mean, you got 2 first names.
It
That
gets
makes it
mixed
difficult.
up a lot.
But also maybe I'm doing like I'll call you Hurtado. I do that a lot.
Sure.
So let's pretend I meant that. Go ahead, Carter.
Well, I feel like I look like. I guess this is people say I look like Bruce Lee, but alive.
There you go.
Well, like some people say you look like Bruce Lee just because you're part Asian, but I think it's kind of accurate. I do look like him, or I look like a banana because I have a yellow outside, but I'm pretty white on the inside. My friend told me I look like I think Petco's a cafeteria. Don't know what that means.
I get it.
That's not bad.
So that's
not bad.
that's what
at
I
all.
look like. Yeah.
Good job, Hurtado.
I didn't want to step on it, but I never heard the banana one. I've heard all the
Coconut.
the coconut.
Yeah, banana's a new one for me too.
Yeah,
that's neither one. That's so coconut is Mexicans will say that a lot, that they're brown on the outside and white on the inside. So coconut, I've heard. Banana, and I've been doing comedy 21 years, and you've been doing this a long ass time as well. Yeah. Banana's fresh.
Yeah,
that's. If this episode is worth nothing, it's worth a fresh take on that joke.
I realize I know 2 banana friends. I'm gonna go and hit them up and be like, hey, I know what you're right.
My banana.
Yeah.
You've never heard, but I guess
No,
I've heard Twinkie, but I guess the difference is as a banana you get black as you age, which is different. So banana, I stick with banana.
Yeah.
Sorry, whatever.
I've heard the Twinkie if you like alike.
Banana's new for me.
Kind of a thing.
Banana's new. Mark, what do you look like?
Sorry,
Hurtado.
Hurtado. Shit, especially now, I look like a various assortment of like Fanta flavors. I think right now, it's. I look like if Pinocchio was made of Molly and then turned into a real boy. I feel, you know what I mean. I look like a guy whose like funeral will have dubstep.
Totally. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I could see that. I look like if like a logo if like gay chicken was a sport. You know what I mean? I'd do like the MJ or the BJ.
You're the guy on the trophy.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be me. Like I look like a drink Bill Cosby gives you.
That's
you know I feel like that's what I look like right now. You know.
Delicious. That's fantastic. Mark Hurtado and Connor Carter joining us on the podcast. All right, let's get into it. We got segments here. We got stories and stuff and fun to get to. We're gonna get to know you guys more along the way. Segment 3 is called Stretch the Lie. a segment we've never done before. So this could go shitty. Ha! Not only are we going to place you guys in an uncomfortable situation, we've done a game called Excuses before, where you have to come up with excuses to get out of a certain scenario. We're pigeonholing you. We're sticking you in a scenario, and then we're going to give you the lie you have to tell to get out, and you're going to have to make it good. I will start with you, Connor. You're late to the job for the third day this week, and your boss is pissed. It's actually not your fault. The bus you take was delayed. Convince me that it's the truth.
That means most of the days of the week I'm late, so that's a pretty bad start. But I was going to say, I looked up today's Pledge of Allegiance Day.
Oh.
So every time the bus saw a flag, we had to say the pledge. And I haven't been in school for a while, so I kept forgetting, and then you had to restart. Can I please work remote? That's it.
That's a good way to end that. Remarkable. He was late so many days it angered his partially Asian family.
Yeah.
That's a bad work ethic. Hurtado. And then you guys are both going to get a shot at Keisha's because she's not here. But we'll go with you, Mark. You, and this might be apropos, you failed a piss test. You're about to be fired. I don't know if drug tests work like this or not, but you've decided to tell them it's because of amoxicillin for a sensitive infection.
My favorite thing about the concept of taking a drug test is how I've never had to take a drug test and how like spectacularly I would fail at any drug test at like any point in time. I didn't even I've just never had a job, even when I did have jobs where I had to take a drug test. Like to me, I thought like a drug test was like you just take more of that drug than you need to and just like see how it goes. Like I feel like that's the real drug test. You know what I mean?
Swallow it and see how long you sleep.
Yeah, or maybe they'll like quiz me on it. They'll be like weed. I'll be like great, and they'll be like Molly. I'll be like that's cool. And like heroin, like I haven't studied for this one. I feel like I'd crush a drug test. Like let me see that score. You know what I mean?
That's 28 grams to an ounce. I know exactly.
Yeah. I remember hearing like amoxicillin. That's like an antibiotic or something like that.
It's for it sounds like penicillin. I think it's an antiviral or antibiotic. Jerry says antibiotic.
So like if that's the premise, I don't see what like an employer, because that's not like I feel like you're just like, hey, do you want me to have bugs on my dick or whatever? It's like STD stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, what do you have against me just having like a clean dick, or trying to, for the sake of this, Kmart job that I have or whatever.
Clearly, everyone at the
or whatever this shit is.
You're a night stalker at Walmart.
Like, let me clean my dick, with medication, please. Like, I feel like that's if I failed for like weed or something, I get how there's like a, look, I'm on drugs, Kent, or whatever my boss's name. Like, look, I'm on drugs. You shouldn't have tested me. I could have told you this. Have you met me?
Save $90.
Yeah. It's like, just don't. I'll tell you. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. And they have COVID, probably. I don't know.
All right, I'm convinced. You're off. We're keeping you here.
You've never peed in a cup or anything?
Nah, I've never. Maybe for like a physical or something like that. But yeah,
probation.
Never for any job I've had. Never needed it. Just been like maybe some sales stuff. But yeah,
I've never operated. I guess that's for heavy machinery that you need to be trained. Although on the cruise ships, you're random drug tested, supposedly. It never
as a comic
happened. Yeah, as a guest entertainer, it's never happened to me, but it's happened to plenty of people. And especially like if someone would get injured or if you'd fall or something, they'd instantly drug test you and pot in your systems. Grounds for
if you fail, you're like, oh, then they're good. Like,
yeah.
Oh, they're gonna be a great.
We just trying to figure out why you fell.
They passed. They're like, we should consider some other comics. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this guy's got no imagination. That's so there you go. Keisha's prompt. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
Your professor wants to flunk both of you. We'll let you pitch together for not turning a major assignment in. You went with the tried and true lie. My dog ate the hard drive. Convince me.
Oh, it says flunk you. Okay.
That's
Whoops.
I'm not convinced.
You should bring in your dog and be like, well, my dog's dead. Because the hard drive's in there. Hard drives are worse than chocolate to a dog. My dog is dead.
That is
Can
science.
I turn it in late?
I'd be like, look, what do you have against like rescue pets? You know what I mean? Like, first of all, who are you? You know what I mean? Like, I don't care about my assignment on economic crisis of Britain circa 1442. I don't know what college does.
You signed up for this class.
Yeah. Typically, I'd just be like, look. my dog ate my hard drive, but didn't eat this $20 bill. You know what I mean?
Okay, you're good. You're good. That's
How do you know?
Is that a Panda Express gift certificate in your hand? Is that?
That's like Professor Crack. Yeah.
I'm easily sold. All right, Keisha, you were horrible at that. Let's let's go to segment 4. What's up in the chat? I didn't even say hi to y'all. You guys are here. Sam's there in the chat. If you work at Walmart, you're no stranger to drugs. Of course not. You did something wrong. There was some Asian guy fighting people, and for some reason, Aquafina was driving the bus. It's fair. All right, banana is new for us. Yes, it is. We're not boomers, are we? No. God, stop. Horrible people. Segment 4, fish out of water. Jerry, is this one yours too? All right. You're responsible for this whole episode. Trey Tutson is not with us under the weather. Do you guys need more shots? You're free to here help yourselves.
Yeah.
We're drinking Double Oak. It's new from our buddies over at Old Humble. Fish out of water. Go ahead.
Good.
It's it really is. I forget how long this is aged for. I like rye a lot, and this is a Jerry. You want another one? Is that what you have for? Yeah. I'm a big fan of this one. It's however he's managed to age it. It's pretty remarkable.
It's the right kind of sweetness. Sometimes it's like too sweet, but this is like just a little. It's subtle.
And too peppery can get me too. Like this is just right in the it's right in my wheelhouse. So to you guys and your out of water fishnesses. It's a good Hollywood trope. We all know it. We ran it last week and it was fun. Crocodile Dundee 2 is one. Elf is a movie. You know the movies where the character Back to the Future, they're out of their element. They don't know where they are and they don't really fit in and they got to figure it out. It's Alice in Wonderland. I want to know your pitch. I want to know what you guys would do if you were in a Hollywood out-of-place blockbuster. What is your most outrageously out-of-place environment? Who's co-starring? What's going on? How does it end? Mark?
Yeah, I feel like I got the perfect one. So imagine like I don't know, like a Pixar animated kind of, very heartfelt. It's about a fish who ends up out of water.
Ooh.
It's a short film.
Okay, how long does this?
But you walk away with like a valuable lesson. I feel like you like learn a lot.
One of those you got to air before the movie starts.
Genre-wise, I feel it crushes it. You know what I mean? I feel it really dunks it. Like
That's a TikTok.
Yeah, think about it. The struggle, because we're all used to water, and it's like you take it for granted.
And how let's think about it like this: how much money you save on closed captioning because it's just copy paste gasp 4 times.
Yeah, how many gloves can you read?
And it's done. And it's done. And it's done. I could do that.
Fish out of water is fun. You could do like one where I don't know. You just put like a pedophile in the old folks' home, and he's like, bah, like I don't even like being in an old folks' home. But can you imagine what a pedophile thinks? It's like even worse for them. They're like a desert for them. They're like a fish like out of water. You know what I mean? I feel like that'd be fun to watch.
I'd totally watch that.
Yeah,
that's perfect.
Not bad.
That's Connor. if you were to fish out of water movie, God damn it, Mark, you're funny.
I'm gonna see if I got this. I was thinking about if I was in Harry Potter.
Oh,
I feel like I'd be because I didn't like school, and isn't it weird that like a lot of the students die every year?
Every year,
and they're just like, we're sending our kid to Hogwarts every year.
I know, with no masks even.
Yeah, and just some die, and it's fine. And I was thinking I would be Neville Longbottom. You know Longbottom? And his whole goal is just to try to hook up with Hermione.
I don't blame him.
So it changes the whole Harry Potter story to just Neville just trying to get with Hermione.
Ooh.
That's his only goal. Like, that was when I saw Harry Potter, I read the books, and I liked the books. And then when I saw the visual, the movie, I was like, Hermione's very attractive.
Indeed.
And that would just be Neville's whole purpose.
I feel like it should be every guy in the entire Harry Potter universe's sole purpose. I feel like she should be chased around like the skunk in the Pepe Le Pew cartoons.
Yes.
If there were any reality to Hogwarts and those folks.
Yes.
You confused me at first. You're like, hey, you know how like in Harry Potter, like the kids just die everywhere? I'm like, yeah, like school.
That's
like, yeah.
like a regular school.
If anything, it might be like die less.
Yeah,
that's
like,
less dying.
Fiction.
In fact, they're exaggerating for the sake of film.
And that I had an agenda for Neville because Ron did it in 8 films.
Oh,
which is a long time. So my first film would just be like, just let Hermione know that Neville exists.
Okay.
And then the second film drops, try to get on the Quidditch team. Show you're an athlete, but also get good marks.
Mm-hmm.
So you're a student athlete. That's good. And then fix the teeth and change your name because Longbottom is dumb. And then the fourth movie is when there was a dance, right? That's a big ask her to the dance. And if it doesn't work, you make a love potion or you join the dark side with Voldemort. Blame it on her.
Strong. This gives us 2 more films to still resolve this.
I don't know if this is the same as Fish Out of Water. Let me just be clear about that. But
well, it's fish out of water if you make a love potion and now you're like in jail, because of your love potion, and
yeah, that's totally true.
Or Neville kills himself and he's a human in water, and then he drowns. So it's a 5-movie quota.
That's strong. I would watch all of these. It would take me longer to watch yours, Connor, but I am still impressed. Nonetheless.
Or watch his. Go watch a fish film. I mean,
that's a given the 2. It's I know I can do dinner and his movie.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Just your short film.
Okay.
That's all.
Not the other one.
No. Maybe if I eat first, maybe. But
there's no marathon for watching Neville die, but there's Harry Potter marathons. This would be very. This is supposed to be a romance, and then it gets real sad if it doesn't work out.
Sure. I mean, I'd be happy if I end up with a Longbottom girl. You know what I mean? I feel like that's not.
They make the rock and world go. Wait, that's a whole different. That's not a Queen song. That's Fat Ones. That's the. So.
Looking for a Longbottom bitch.
Speaking of around the world, we got one more segment. These are stories that I don't remember. Damn it. We got to some of these and we didn't get to some of these. I've got 4 stories pulled up. 3 of them are on your list, and we're gonna drop one. Which one do I want to drop? Do you want to ditch 58-foot bridge, or do you want to
do bridge? I can do whatever.
You could do them all. Let's do them all. Let's start.
Yeah.
Let's start with the man kicked off the flight, because this happened. Are you kidding me? We went over this story last week. Let's see how you guys take it. Footage taken by another passenger shows the gentleman with a pink thong over his face where a mask should go on his United Airlines flight. He got kicked off for having it over his face. He tried to make his statements. It's the absurdity of mask wear rules on flights, having to wear the cruising out to Tito's by the, know how they all say. Patriot, God bless him. So he wore a pair of women's underwear. Thoughts at all?
I don't get why it's a story. I wear women's underwear on planes all the time.
And I wear a mask on my groin.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I like that. I feel like it catches like 80% of it,
They're fine.
I'm never flying with you two.
You're missing out. You're missing out.
I think this guy's brave because he knows he's going to get kicked off, but he's still just like, it says he did it with a Delta and a United. So he knows, like, I'm not going to make it to Washington, but I'm going to stand up for what I believe. So I think that's kind of brave, but at a certain point he's like, I have to get to.
Do you think he really needed to get to those places, or do you think that
he had a "Let's Go Brandon" shirt on? These fuckers don't travel. like they stay in their little towns. That no one moves
I've been to Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and almost to Florida, but Floribama, because we drank there, and come on now, and then home.
I like how I bet he was like, this is gonna be real funny, and then he actually hangs out amongst pedestrians. And he's like, you don't get it? Nah, it's funny, right? Virus is fake. And like,
you really think
we're
that
on a plane? Like, we have security.
You think he comes home and goes to a McCormick and Schmick's? Do you think that's it? No, I'm pretty sure. All right. Any more thoughts before we get to this one? This is fun.
Well, I'm curious if you looked his name up, LinkedIn, is he employed? I would assume he's not employed, because this is like a weird thing to do and he'd get fired.
I looked it up oddly at a Victoria's Secret. It's all a marketing ploy.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I bought those panties. I was like, hey, I'll use these next time I fly.
This is all fucking Valentine's Day ad?
Yeah, I like them.
We've been had.
I'm going to look this up later.
It probably smells better than a mask.
Good. Definitely washed more frequently. This one, just in time for cold and flu season. A good one. A Japanese professor has reportedly invented the first, lickable television. which will let users taste while they watch for what he calls a 4D sensory experience. It's simply called Taste the TV. The device works by using a carousel of 10 fluid-filled flavor canisters, which can deploy their salty, sweet, savory, bitter, sour, and spicy contents. And my God, it sounds like the end of a Whiskey Brothers show. In specific predetermined combinations in order to mimic the taste of any given food. And then the end result is scrolled across the TV's screen on a roll of hygienic film for you, the watcher, to lick.
Man, this guy ain't watching the same shows I'm watching. I'm not trying to taste The Sopranos. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's 9 different flavor profiles there that I just don't want to experience. Yeah, like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, the marinara is not going to cover it up.
Yeah, it's like if you think watching Alex Jones is shocking, like, try tasting Alex Jones. You know what I mean? Like, it's a whole...
It's real, Joe. I taste like cantaloupe, Joe.
It really
Tastes like
is.
cantaloupe, Joe. Cantaloupe and watermelon. It's a combination, Joe. I have the documents. They're right here. I haven't read them, but I have them.
Well, that sounds like that tastes good. You said those two. I was like, okay, I could lick Alex Jones.
Okay, and some tires, like the inside of a mud flap.
There we go.
And
Now
cantaloupe.
there
And
we
still
go.
cantaloupe, though. A lot of cantaloupe.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm...
Now it's just like a craft brewery. Now I'm like, oh, okay, you gotta have acquired taste. You know what I mean?
This is a bad idea.
You think?
You know what a bad idea is as long as it's not smell. Like, cause I watch like a lot what Like, I'd rather.
And certain things porn is,
You don't want the smell. Like, some things are better to not be in the room. You know what I mean? Like, just experience this.
You don't have to stand there in air conditioner.
Yeah.
Like, how do you share this with people? Because you can't. It eliminates the watching part, and
Unless you're farsighted.
and then like you say, but could you imagine watching Saw with this?
Oh,
Any of them?
Oh, or worse, Human Centipede.
Just trust me, it doesn't taste good.
Taste the rainbow.
Yeah.
Oh man, Walking Dead. There's so many
There's
there's so many scenes around dead bodies in Walking Dead that they don't address what
Right.
the aromatics
Let's
are.
be honest. The gorgeous ladies of wrestling, not a show.
Because here, I think
Roller derby.
Yeah.
how many good tastes are there? There's like a
4.
few, and then there's a lot more bad tastes.
on TV.
So that's a bad idea.
I think you're right. I think if you took everything in the world and had to lick it, I think it would be more bad stuff than good.
Trust me, I've been through this.
7 billion of those things are people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't even like.
And like a trillion are insects.
Yeah, I don't even like how most hot people taste. Like, you know what I mean? I bet anime tastes great. There's a lot of rich.
Absolutely.
A lot of like rich quality.
Like
tart-
Pocky, I
yeah.
think.
Yeah, it's like Jolly Rancher.
Matcha Pocky is what I hope.
Sure, I could see that. Yeah, I'd lick some anime.
Anybody else want to lick a TV?
What about phones? Could you? Well, then how do you use your phone if you're licking your phone and then you got to make a call on your phone?
Oh, there's so many predicaments. I imagine it scrolls like those automatic toilet seats in Japanese toilets.
So the phone thing's weird because you got all the thumbprints and stuff when you're touching the phone, and you know what I mean, and the TV. Well, now I'm thinking, imagine showing up to like someone's house to watch TV and there's just tongue marks all over the screen.
Oh my God! Oh, it looks like an airplane window.
Jesus.
You know what I mean? Like just.
Looks like it's fucking goddamn. I love that crispy cool Delta Air. You know,
You've seen those windows
Yeah.
where you're like, what did you do here?
I didn't bring
Like,
any
what-
mitts. I had to
what-
lick the window. You know?
What happened in this seat before I was in it, and why did no one address it? That's a lot of substance on a window.
Yeah.
It's like that's all. It's just a little
What
odd.
you mean?
So no, 2 more stories. We'll get to them. An old one from last week, help yourself, and a new one that has not been touched in Akron, Ohio. Sure. And there's actually a follow-up to this story, and I should have pulled it up. They have found this bridge, but a 58-foot bridge, a pedestrian bridge that went over the Little Cuyahoga River, was stolen, sitting on the side of the road, and absolutely stolen. $40,000 worth of bridge. Yeah, I know. I don't know what they're gonna do with it.
Not impressed. I grew up on watching a thing called Who in the World or Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. She was still pyramids, the Statue of Liberties. This is like Carmen San Antonio. Like I don't, you still on a fucking shitty bridge that no one wants. Like, all right, like that's fine.
No shit, that is like so underwhelming compared to what David Copperfield did in the 80s.
Like,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
A whole 747. Him too
Jesus.
with the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
That's a fancy one.
Still,
They
but
go after that.
A bridge is, maybe they're like training for something.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What is maybe the maybe they burned all of theirs. I don't know what possible need there is.
Can you imagine like just going to a relative's house and they're like, hey, this neighborhood's not great. Make sure you lock your bridges. You know? Like, this isn't the right neighborhood for like.
Oh, we're
bridges.
playing bridge. Connor.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's interesting they said they had to say 58 foot. Because if they said a bridge, everyone would be like, "Oh my god!" But they said, "No, it's a little one. It's not even triple-digit feet." And they go, "Okay." And
It is an unimpressive bridge.
Yeah, it's okay. I could do that, like 58 feet, and then I don't know. Is it to someone's house and then they can't leave the house?
I imagine that I imagine that they got it away from the site very easily, but they spent about 18 hours trying to get it in the back of their car. I've been to a Lowe's.
Yeah.
I know these people.
I want to drink beers in that garage. Like I've seen stolen street signs.
Right.
Like,
Is that a stop sign? Yeah, man. Dark road
check out
corner
this
at Keith.
baby
And,
right
yeah.
here. That 58-footer. Like, yes,
Oh, man,
sir.
bro, it keeps going.
Yes, sir. That's right. Someone ain't crossing the river easily.
Stole it all at once.
Yeah.
Fuck your bridge. Stay over there.
We're gonna get, you know, you see dumb signs. You're like, how did this sign come up? Now we're gonna have like a new tier of signs where it's like, just please don't steal this bridge is for just driving across and maybe peeing off of or killing yourself. Like, you know,
It's in Ohio, man. They called it their driving bridge. Hey, this is our driving bridge. Please don't take our. Any other thoughts?
I kind
Connor had a
of
stroke.
want to steal a bridge.
That's don't you?
Yeah,
Low
now
on
that I know I can, I'm just like,
it's doable.
that'd be
It's
not
doable.
bad.
Yeah. Was it like a buddies on a drunk night, or was it like a whole operation?
Yeah, if it's an Ocean's 9 thing, it's like the lamest
Yeah,
organized.
well,
you know what I mean?
that's what you came up with. Was a bridge in the dark with all those people. That's you're only carrying 10 feet of bridge, 6 feet of bridge apiece. That's not even a difficult bridge load.
Yeah, was it like 1, 2, 3, and then
Yeah,
lift
and
the
then
bridge?
you're just up.
Is it like a material thing, like the copper or something, like which isn't in bridges?
But again, if it's just one dude and he sort of did it on a bicycle, you know what I mean? The way the way
Okay.
you'd steal a neighbor's newspaper,
Yeah.
that's impressive.
I get it. Shout out Ohio.
Newspapers are things that you.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know how old you are.
Shout out to that guy.
Good on it.
Yeah.
58 feet.
This was a used bridge, like a.
It was a
leased- it
oh,
was
right off the
leased,
showroom
yeah.
floor. He stole it right off the showroom floor. They were gonna.
The value immediately drops after that.
They do. It's worth 48 feet the minute you take it off the lot. It's absurd instantly. A final story, and then we'll chat a little bit more. We'll leave this letter. It's a letter that was oh, wow, this is I'm barely reading this story for the first time. A Minnesota woman received a letter mailed to her address 68 years earlier. Very simply, it was a letter to her mother from a friend about the birth of a baby named Jimmy. No one has any idea why it took so long for it to get there. So long, in fact, that Jimmy, the kid who was announced in the letter, has died. We shouldn't laugh at that. We both laughed at the exact same place. That's fucked up, and it's also correct to laugh there. You fail. You're a better person than both of us.
Thinking about Jimmy, yeah.
He dead.
But no one knows how the letter came to be lost for nearly 7 decades. Clearly, these people have never mailed anything before. Wow, that is an enormous amount of time for a letter to get from point A to point.
I like the 1-2 punch of the hey, we found somebody. They're related, right?
Well, it was so she it was this woman's house that used to live there. They tracked down the daughter of the woman who used to live there,
Okay.
and they go, "Hey, this was sent to your mother," and she goes, "Oh my God!" And they opened it up, and it was a birth announcement about her brother or some shit.
Okay.
And yeah,
I love the idea of just the oh hey, oh my God, this is chapter of your history's gone, and you're like, oh my God, this is so weird, and he's dead, and like, oh. Well, I don't care about the letter part as much anymore.
That's about Jimmy?
Yeah. I was like, oh, well, you know.
Oh, this would have coordinates or something important in it.
It's like being left on red. And
Yes.
like a text. Like, it's like,
Yeah, it's like the third Matrix film.
you can't reply. You know what I mean? It's like,
You're just angry with no more information than you came in with.
apparently
A little disappointed. Just like the fourth Matrix movie. Also, like
Both.
everything that
Yeah.
wasn't the first Matrix movie.
Yeah.
is,
Man.
is a 7-decade letter.
Could you imagine who he was before he sent the letter? Matrix 1.
That's-
Oh, man, what a guy.
That's
yeah. I wish I knew
D1.
him, yeah.
Before poor Jimmy died. Alas, if you'd known poor Jimmy.
Yeah, man, internet's great.
Isn't it?
Kids are on these phones too long. I'm like, yeah, because we don't are dead by the time you get our fucking letter. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
You can't say, we used to communicate like this. It was,
Yeah.
we would fold shit up and stick it in a box and it would go somewhere.
Yeah.
And I don't know how.
Maybe.
I don't know how.
Yeah.
7 decades later.
Oh man, now you're just reading a ghost letter.
I wish that would
That's
be that. You know what I would love when I was when I was younger. I would collect baseball cards, and I would mail. You could mail them to the stadiums. Attention, the player, and with a letter asking them to sign them, and they would sign your cards and they would send them back. And this was pre-anthrax in the mail and all this other
Sure.
security. You just would. So it would be very cool to get a letter in the mail from some baseball player from 30 years ago. With an autograph, and it's just been floating around out there with this 7-decade-old dead baby announcement or whatever.
Dear Slade, steroids still are legal. This shit's great. We're just crushing it right now in the 90s. Yeah.
Love Barry Bonds. P.S. I threw this letter.
It's just in your sidewalk.
It's just been going up since 1991.
This is like you see a picture of a star, and it's like the star might be gone by the time you get it. It's a person now. It's a letter.
Yes, they took
Yeah.
the letter. It moves at a certain speed. Where can everybody find you guys online? This episode has been fun. Keisha, terrible job. I repeat, you get really good on that one bit, but
Less
then
is more, Keisha. Like
Little quiet over there.
it's tragic because she's a very, very funny Houston comic. If you get a chance to watch her, you should.
she's
but
a beast.
They will get a chance to see you guys online. Where can they find you, Connor?
On Instagram, Connor R. Carter. CONNORR Carter.
Very simple to find. And in the Houston comedy scene at open mics and local shows.
Yeah.
Mark Hurtado?
I use mail. Like I'll get to you in a couple of years. I'll tell you my address. I'm gonna send it to you now. I'm on Instagram as the Mark Hurtado. I just do dumb jokes and nothing else on Twitter at MarkXMind. Basically.
We'll see more of you. I want you to sit in on some more Spoiler Room. We have a lot in common when it comes
I'm
to
into that world.
the nerd talk and the comic
Sure.
stuff and the video games, and it's all very fun. I appreciate both of you guys being here. I'll have both of you back. To those of you watching, I didn't even get back in there. Sam's holding court in the chat.
Damaris?
Yeah, he's in the chat. I don't
Where
know
is
where
he?
He's in Houston. I don't know where he is right now. We appreciate you guys listening. Always follow us on YouTube. That's where all the cool things happen. And I'm on everything at Slade Ham. Special thanks to Jerry Wayne Longmire. Go check out his
Jay Wayne.
special.
Yeah, right.
It's on our page. The full special, The Wrecking Yard, up right
great,
now.
dude.
It really is. Go see it, and we'll see you guys in next year, 2022.
Hey.
In fact.
22-2.